Hey there, Lacey here with the Sweet Pea Chef, and today I want to talk with you about something I think a lot of us struggle with. Honestly, the hardest thing for me is it's not the meal prep that I do every day. It's not meal planning out healthy meals, choosing clean foods. It's not the hard workouts that I do every morning. It's overcoming my negative thoughts. Keeping your mind positive and avoiding negative thoughts can be pretty tricky. And if we don't catch those negative thoughts and stop them, they can lead to some poor choices and some behaviors that go against our goals. And I think so many of us have been there. We think, oh, this is just too hard, it's not for me. Or I already had half of this brownie, I might as well just eat the other half. Or, well, I have to get rid of all of this candy and just eat all of it now so that I don't get tempted later. Or, man, that cheesecake looks delicious, but that is off limits for me. I am not allowed to have it. So we all have these negative thoughts. And so today I want to talk about the 5 most common negative thoughts that I have. And I'm going to show you how I address those thoughts and how I move past them so that they don't interfere with my healthy lifestyle and they don't keep me from reaching my goals. All right, so let's get started. I'm doing everything right, but I'm not making any progress. So this thought is very negative. It's very hopeless. Like, I've tried everything there is out there and there's just nothing's gonna work for me because I'm an expert in everything and I know all of the solutions and none of those are gonna work because I've tried them and they're just not gonna work. In this state, I'm never feeling like I can solve my problems. I'm not thinking like I have any hope of ever reaching my goals. All right, so let me tell you how I snap myself out of this bad thinking. Here's the problem. What have I tried? Have I measured it? Did I do it for a long enough amount of time? What are my goals even? Do I know what I'm measuring? Do I know, am I trying to lose weight? How much weight did I start with? Have I made any progress? Have I addressed any of these questions before feeling like I haven't made any progress? Also, how much time have I given this? Have I really put in the effort that I should see some progress, or has it been a day and I haven't lost 10 pounds? Without clear, objective goals like losing a certain amount of weight, gaining strength by how much you can lift at the gym, or losing body fat percentage, you really can't ever say that you're not making any progress because you don't have anything to base it on. So you need clear, objective goals and a way to measure them. I gained weight yesterday. I am such a failure. I just need to give up. I've told myself this so many times. After working so hard to lose weight, the next morning you get on the scale and you gained weight. It's really defeating. It's hard to deal with. You feel worthless. You feel fat. You feel like you're going the wrong direction. This is never gonna work. So the problem here is that you cannot base your weight loss and your progress completely on the scale. Whether your weight goes up a little bit or down a little bit does not determine your self-worth. You are a perfectly amazing person. You're unique, you're awesome, and that scale doesn't change any of that. Yes, it can be totally frustrating and defeating if you go to weigh yourself and you feel like the last day or two it was really, really good, but you gained weight. If that does happen, try to remember there are so many reasons why our weight can fluctuate from day to day. And if you find that if you do gain a little bit of weight, it really sets you off to feeling really bad about yourself and feeling crummy for that whole day, there are some solutions. One option would be to just weigh yourself once a week. You could also take your weight for 7 days and just do a week's worth of weight tracking, and then take the average of those 7 days and then compare that to the week before. Did you tend to trend up? Did you tend to trend down? This is a really good way to see how, while your weight might fluctuate from day to day, overall, you're still making progress on your goals. Your weight can fluctuate with hormonal changes, with water retention, with bowel movements. All of these affect your weight. So you gotta pay attention to the whole picture. It's not just about that number. I know personally, every time I start my cycle, I gain about 2 pounds and I keep that weight on for about 4 or 5 days during my cycle, and then I lose it right after that. And it's something that I've paid attention to because it used to really bug me, but then I saw, oh wait, that actually isn't real weight gain, that's just water retention and hormonal changes. So I know that that's something to look out for and not to get freaked out by. I do not have the time for that. I have so many other things that I have to do today and during the week and all this stuff. There's just absolutely no way I could fit that in. So I've totally been here many times. Life can be stressful. Kids take up a lot of time. Soccer practices take up a lot of time. Early morning meetings, been there. Life gets busy, life gets stressful. I mean, dinner time, getting food ready for everybody else, plus we got the 2-year-old. So this problem pretty much gives you the ultimate excuse. Well, you don't have time, so you can't do it, so you can't be held responsible, right? Instead of thinking of ways to solve your problem, you're pretty much allowing yourself to be okay with being too busy. Because being too busy means it's not like you're just sitting on your butt watching TV shows. You have too many things to do, so you can't fit that in. I've totally been here, and especially when things get stressful in life, you can start to let your healthy lifestyle and your healthy choices and the time you make for your healthy lifestyle slip a little. So what's the solution to this? Yes, exercise takes time out of your day. Yes, thinking about healthy food and prepping out healthy meals that are gonna be easy to grab does take time. It really all just comes down to priorities. If being healthy is a priority for you, as it has been for me, you have to make the time. You have to realize that you might give up on something in order to make sure that you meet those goals. It's about identifying what is a priority for you and remembering that when things get hard. You don't have to spend hours in the gym. You don't have to spend tons of time in the kitchen cooking super healthy food and all this time grocery shopping for foods that are super healthy. But every choice you make adds up, whether that's a positive choice or a negative choice. It's all about the cumulative effect of how much you're taking your healthy lifestyle as a priority. So if you can't make it to the gym, take a walk around the neighborhood with your kids at night or while you're at lunch for your lunch break for work. Every little step helps. If you feel like you just can't dedicate the time it takes to meal prep your food, then just try to make little changes with the foods you are currently eating. For example, stop drinking sodas and replace it with water. Stop drinking creamers in your coffee that has a ton of added sugar and trans fats, and instead try just using full-fat, unsweetened cream. You know, all these little steps really do add up, and they give you more success to build on so that you don't feel like you have to start everything. You have all this on your plate. I just want to eat whatever I want. I don't want to worry about all this. My goodness, I have been here so many times. I just want to eat pizza and burgers and donuts and candy, have a soda with my dinner, and have that cheesecake. And you know what? I think there's ice cream that's in the freezer right now and some chocolate chips that I could add to that. That sounds like a fantastic idea. I don't want to worry about healthy eating because I just want to eat all the food that I love. All right, so the problem here is eating junk food is enticing, right? Sometimes going through the drive-thru and getting a big greasy burger or getting some bagel and cream cheese, a lot of cream cheese, which is how I like it, or having donuts in the morning with the kids. Like, who wants to track calories for every single thing I'm eating? That's just so much work. It's so much easier to just eat all this junk food and to not care about it. But the beautiful thing about clean eating and this healthy lifestyle and trying to eat healthy most of the time is you can totally enjoy those foods. You can have a cheat meal. I have cheat meals every week. I plan them out. I have the foods that I've been craving the absolute most. Sometimes that's a little bit tricky. Is it pizza this week or is it donuts with the kids? And then I plan out when I'm gonna do it. I wait at least 5 days before I have another cheat day so that I don't just kind of be like, oh, well, I had a cheat day last week and now it's been 2 days, so now I can have another cheat day. That doesn't work out well, trust me. So what I do is I plan out these cheat meals so that I get those foods that I'm still craving and those comfort foods that you really just can't replace. There's nothing like biting into a donut or having a freshly made pizza with that cheese and the pepperoni on there. All of that is totally okay if it's in moderation. We can totally enjoy those foods as long as you're making those good healthy choices most of the time. Remember how I was saying every little bit counts? Everything adds up? Well, if you minimize those cheat days and those cheat meals to smaller parts of your lifestyle, they're not gonna add up as much than if you had them every meal. I don't want to make it any harder on my kids or my family. I just can't pull off eating healthy because nobody in my family wants to eat that way. I have to worry about my kids and my husband. I can't worry about my own healthy lifestyle. So when I got started eating healthy at first and really learned about clean eating, Dustin was totally a meat and potatoes kind of guy. He had a Dr. Pepper with every meal. It was pretty intense. And my kids were little and they were used to eating junk foods and PB&Js for dinner. maybe cereals that were not healthy cereals as a convenience food. Nobody in the house really paid attention to the healthy foods that we were eating. It's just gonna mess everything up. It's just too difficult. All right, so the problem here is that you're basically allowing other people to control your goals. You're assuming they're not gonna wanna help. You're assuming they're gonna be dissatisfied with this choice you're making, so you're not even gonna try. And that is limiting yourself because there are ways to solve this problem. Basically, you don't have to force your family to eat the way you're doing it. Trust me, the more healthy and delicious foods that you're cooking for yourself that still look amazing and smell amazing, they're not even gonna care that it's clean eating and unrefined, because it's gonna look good and it's gonna smell good, and they're gonna love it anyway. Like, my kids really didn't like the idea of me making everything healthy. And so instead I found ways to show them that eating healthy doesn't really change the taste of it much, and it just makes you feel better. So we chose foods like healthy broccoli tots, and we made those together, and the kids actually love them and still request them. They don't care that it's healthy, they don't care that it's unhealthy, they just care what they're used to and what tastes good. So find ways to make what they're used to in healthier ways. Because so much of eating healthy is really figuring things out as you go and making things work for you, not giving up when it gets a little tricky. As for forcing everybody to have to deal with my exercise schedule, I've learned that it's time that I need to take for myself, because getting that exercise each day makes me a better person. It makes me a better spouse, a better, more patient mom, a better friend, and just more present in the moments that I am with my family, that I just take that hour to myself and I focus on my own needs, and then I have so much more energy during the day, so much more patience. I always have to come back to remembering my plan. Do I have goals? Have I broken those goals down into ways that I can measure them? And am I being silly? Am I having these dumb thoughts in my head again, and I need to really rethink my thinking so that I can follow my goals? With that knowledge, and with realizing that one can have negative thoughts and how to address those and snap out of it, nothing can stop me, not even myself. If you've been struggling with some similar negative thoughts and you really need some help making a plan and sticking to it, consider checking out 30 Day Healthy, where I've done all of the work for healthy meal planning for 30 days, plus daily support and communication on how to set your goals, how to improve your positive thinking, and really how to be successful at your healthy lifestyle. Click on that link and I will see you in the next video.